I want to talk about something most of us go through, but almost no one prepares us for. The moment when love does not feel like love anymore. Not the shouting, not the breakup text, not the "we are done." I mean the quiet part, the slow part, the part that happens inside you first. One day, you wake up and realize, I don't feel the same. And then you wonder, when did this start? When did I stop loving this person? It almost never starts in one single moment. It starts as signs. And the truth is, most of the time, we already know the ending before the breakup even happens. I will tell you two stories. One is about my best friend and her 4-year relationship. The other is mine. After that, we will talk about what it really means when love ends, how it feels, why it hurts like that, and why it is still okay to let go. My best friend was in a relationship for 4 years. They were the perfect couple in our group. We all thought so. Everyone did. You know the type of couple I mean. They post pictures together, but it never feels fake. They hold hands even after years. He remembers her allergies. He picks the onions out of her noodles. He walks her home when it is late. He stands on her side when they cross a busy street. You see them and you think, yeah, that's love. That's real. People around them would say things like, they're going to get married. They're so good together. He treats her so well. And it was true. He really did treat her well. You could see how much he loved her. So when they finally broke up, it shocked everyone. We all said the same thing. What happened? Who messed up? Did someone cheat? There must be a big reason. But she told me something I will never forget. She said, honestly, I already knew this was going to happen. I've known for a while. I was just waiting for the day it would end. I asked her, you knew? How? And she said, he used to love me so much. I could feel it. And then I could feel that he didn't love me like that anymore. So of course we were going to break up. That's the only ending. That sentence sounds calm, but it is not calm. It is heartbreak. Because what she was really saying is this: the version of him that loved her was already gone, and she had to stand next to his body, talk to his face, eat dinner with him, message him good morning, while knowing that the person in front of her was not the same person anymore. That is a very lonely place to be. People always say love ends because of a big fight, a betrayal, a lie. Sometimes that is true, but sometimes there is no big event. No screaming, no breaking plates, no final, how dare you? Sometimes it just reaches its natural ending. Like a candle that burns all the way down. There's nothing left to melt, so the light just goes out. And when that day comes, one person leaves. Or sometimes nobody even leaves. They just stop holding on. And you are forced to understand something very painful. Silence is also an answer. Distance is also an answer. No goodbye is still a goodbye. You can feel it before it is spoken. Here is what people do not tell you. Before the breakup, before the "we should talk," your body already knows. Your heart already knows. You can feel when you are not being loved with the same care anymore. Not because the other person is cruel, but because they are not present in the same way. Before, they texted to ask, "Have you eaten?" and it felt warm. Now they text, "Have you eaten?" and it feels like they are checking a box. Before, they held your hand and you relaxed. Now they hold your hand and you feel nothing. Or worse, you feel awkward. Before, you talked about the future, trips, a house, your dream life. Now, every time you ask about the future, they say, "Let's just see," or "We'll figure it out later." Before, you could read their emotions like a book. Now, even when they are right in front of you, you feel like a stranger sitting beside a stranger. When you feel that shift, that pressure in your chest, that cold space sitting between two people who used to be close, That's the sign. That is when love is already ending. Here is my story. I also had a relationship that reached that point. He was stubborn, childish, emotional. When we fought, it was not calm at all. At one point, I told him, I can't do this anymore. We should break up. You might think that's the end. But no, that was not the end. Even after I said it clearly, he refused to let go. He followed me everywhere. He showed up no matter where I was. He tried to talk. He tried to convince me. Some people will hear that and say, wow, that's romantic. He really loved you. No, let me be honest. It did not feel romantic. It felt exhausting. At that time, my life was already stressful. I had work to do, I had other problems. I did not have the energy to keep fixing this relationship every single day. So, I stayed. Not because I still loved him. I stayed because breaking up felt even more tiring than staying. We were basically stuck. We were not together, but also not apart. We were just dragging it, day after day, message after message, call after call. And in that slow dragging, my feelings for him did not fall in one big crash. They faded in small pieces. That is how love really dies, not with a loud explosion, with slow leaks. I remember the exact moment I understood I did not love him anymore. I wrote something and posted it online. I wrote, "Falling out of love always shows signs. When I stop asking if you've eaten dinner yet, when I don't fight you for the last chip anymore, when you don't drive me home and I don't even care, when you ask me, did you eat? And I say, yeah, even if I didn't, because I don't want to talk, that means I already left you, even if I didn't say the words." That was it. I realized I wasn't angry, I wasn't jealous, I wasn't even sad at that point. I was just done. Do you know that feeling? Not crying, not shouting, just empty. That is the real it's over. People think hate is the opposite of love, but the real opposite of love is not hate. It is when you feel nothing. The small signs. When we love someone, we pay attention to very small things. Text me when you get home. Wear a jacket, it's cold. Don't skip breakfast again. Message me when you wake up so I know you're safe. These are small, but they carry so much care. When love starts dying, those small things disappear first. You stop checking if they got home safe. You stop reminding them to sleep early. You stop saving memes just to make them laugh. You stop telling them, call me if you need anything. And here is the painful part. Sometimes you still do these things on the outside. You still say, drive safe. You still say, did you eat? But inside, it is empty. You are saying it out of habit, not out of love. And the other person can feel that, even if you don't admit it. We think we can fake love with actions. Smile, hug, good morning. But energy does not lie. You can't fake warmth. You can fake behavior, but not intention. You can hug someone and they still feel alone. You can sleep in the same bed and they still feel like nobody loves them there. There is a kind of loneliness that only exists inside a relationship. If you felt that, you know what I mean. Why do we stay even after love is gone? If it hurts so much, why don't we just leave? There are many reasons. We stay because we remember how good it used to be. We are loyal to the past. We stay because we already invested years. We don't want to feel like all that time was for nothing. We stay because we're scared to hurt them. We stay because we are scared to be single again. We stay because breaking up will cause drama and we are too tired for drama. And sometimes we stay because life is already too heavy and we think, I don't have the strength to deal with this too. I'll just deal with it later. So we delay the ending. But delaying the ending does not save the relationship. It only makes both people more tired. It is like keeping a plant that has already died. You still water it, you still open the blinds, you still talk to it, but it is not going to turn green again. You are only keeping the shape, not the life. The quiet breakup. When my friend told me her relationship ended after 4 years, and she said, "I already saw it coming," I felt that deep. Because sometimes there is no final conversation. Sometimes nobody says, "We're done." Sometimes one person just slowly steps back until one day they are gone. They stop replying fast. They stop planning dates. They stop asking, "How was your day?" They stop trying to fix misunderstandings. They stop fighting for the relationship. That is important, by the way. When someone stops arguing with you, that is not always peace. Sometimes it means they gave up. Arguing means, "I still care enough to fix this." Silence means, "Do whatever you want. I'm not in this anymore." And that silence is the real breakup, even if you are both still together on paper. This is why some people say, "We didn't even officially break up. It just ended." Because yes, some endings are not loud. They are just final. You are not crazy. Trust what you feel. There is something I want you to hear. If you feel unloved, you are not overthinking. You are not too sensitive. You are not demanding too much. You are reading something real. You are feeling the temperature drop. You are noticing that the way they look at you is different. Softer, colder, more distant. You know. The human body can pick up tiny changes. Tone of voice, eye contact, effort, attention. Someone can say, "I love you," but you can feel that it is not the same "I love you" as before. Listen to that, because your body will tell you the truth before your mind is ready to accept it. People can lie with words, people can pretend with actions, but your heart will not lie to you. If you feel this person is halfway out, they probably are. Does falling out of love mean the whole love was fake? No, this part matters. A lot of people think if they don't love me now, then maybe they never loved me at all. That is not true. Love can be real in one moment and gone in another moment. Both are true. What you had together was real. The laughs were real. The way they held you when you cried was real. The way they protected you from things you were scared of, real. The late night talks, the stupid jokes, the way you two felt like a team. All of that was real. And now, here is another truth. Right now, you cannot keep walking forward together anymore. That is also real. Two people can love each other and still not work out. Two people can give their best and still not last. Two people can want to stay and still not be able to stay. That does not mean you failed. It just means the story ended there. We think every love story should end in marriage or forever, but not every story is built for forever. Some love comes into your life to teach you something, to open you, to help you grow, and then it leaves. What happens after? The first stage after love ends is usually denial. No, it's fine. We're just stressed. It's just a phase. We just need a break. Then comes bargaining. I'll change. I'll be better. Maybe if I stop complaining, things will go back to normal. Then comes anger. Why did you stop loving me? Why didn't you try harder? How can you move on so easily? And then after all of that comes something softer. Acceptance. Acceptance is not, "I'm happy." Acceptance is, "This is the truth." You start to say, "He loved me once. I loved him once. We tried. It's over now."
And in that moment, you feel something strange. You feel both pain and relief. Pain because something important ended, relief because you don't have to carry it anymore.
So, what changes inside us from love to no love? 1. We stop needing to be chosen by that person. At the start, their attention feels like oxygen. Later, you learn to breathe without it. 2. We stop fighting for every little moment. You no longer beg, "Please call me, please text me, please explain." You let it be. 3. We stop reporting our day like we used to. Before, you wanted to tell them everything. Now, something good happens and you don't even think of them first. 4. We stop building a future with them in our head. You no longer picture a wedding or a home or growing old together. The shared future becomes my future and their future. 5. We stop being afraid to lose them. This is the final step. The fear is gone. You don't say, "I can't live without you anymore." You know you can. That is how you know it's done. Not when you say it's over, but when you feel, deep inside, "I'll be okay, even if you're not here." That is the real goodbye.
Every day in this world, two people who once said, "I love you" to each other separate. They were real. They tried. They shared years. They shared beds. They shared private parts of their soul that nobody else will ever see. And in the end, they still walk in different directions. This is normal. This is human. This is allowed. Loving someone was not a mistake. Letting go of someone is not a crime. Sometimes you don't get a dramatic ending. Sometimes nobody is the villain. Sometimes it just ends because it reached the end. And yes, no goodbye is still a kind of goodbye. So if you are in that place right now, hear this. You are not weak for feeling it. You are not dramatic for noticing it. You are not ungrateful for wanting more than almost love. You are allowed to want the kind of love that stays. You are allowed to leave when that love is gone. Because the love you gave was true, and the love you no longer feel is also true.